Miss Oliver flashed him an understanding glance. She dialed and asked for the number she wanted. Turning her head, she hissed, "Have you got a pencil and paper or notebook? Something to write down names or addresses or places." Poirot had already his notebook arranged by his elbow and nodded his head reassuringly. Mrs. Oliver turned back to the receiver she had and launched herself into speech. Poirot listened attentively to one side of a telephone conversation. "Hello, can I speak to— Oh, it's you, Naomi. Adrian Oliver here." "Oh, yes, well, it was rather a growl." "Oh, you mean the old boy?" "No, you know I don't. Practically blind? I thought he was going up to London with the little foreign girl." "Yes, it must be rather worrying for them sometimes, but she seems to manage him quite well. One of the things I went up for was to ask you what the girl's address was." "No, the West Turret girl. I mean, somewhere in Southern Kent, isn't it? Or was it in Knightsbridge?" "Well, I promised her a book and I wrote down the address, but of course I've lost it as usual. I can't even remember her name. Is it Thora or Norma?" "Yes, I thought it was Norma." "Wait a minute, I'll get a pencil." Yes, I'm ready. 67 Borodin Mansions. I know. That great block that looks rather like Wormwood Scrub's prison. Yes, I believe the flats are very comfortable with central heating and everything." "Who are the other two girls she lives with? Friends of hers? Or advertisements?" Claudia Reese Holland, her father's— "Oh, the MP is he? Who's the other?" "No, I suppose you won't know. She's quite nice too, I suppose." "What do they all do? They always seem to be secretary Sims Day, don't they?" "Oh, the other girl's an interior decorator. You'd think all to do with the art gallery." No, Naomi, of course I don't really want to know. One just wonders what do all the girls do nowadays. Well, it's useful for me to know because of my books. One wants to keep up to date. What was it you told me? What was it you told me about some boyfriend? Yes, but one's so hopeless, isn't it? Isn't one? I mean, girls do just exactly as they like. Does he look very awful? Is he the unshaven, dirty guy? Oh, that guy. Brocade waistcoats and long curling chestnut hair lying on his shoulders. Yes, hard to tell whether they are girls or boys, isn't it? Yes, they do look like Van Dyke sometimes if they are good looking. What did they say? That Andrew Restor simply hates him? Yes, men usually do. Mary Restorick? Well, I suppose you do usually have woes with his stepmother. I expect she was quite thankful when the girl got a job in London. What do you mean about people saying things? Why, saying things? Why? Couldn't they find out what was the matter with her? Who said? Yes, but what did they hush up? Oh, a nurse? Talk to the Janus governess? Do you mean her husband? Oh, I see. The doctors couldn't find out. No, but people aren't so ill-natured. I do agree with you. These things are usually quite untrue. Oh, gastric, was it? But how ridiculous. Do you mean people say, what's his name, Andrew? And his name, Andrew? You mean it would be easy with all those weed killers about? Yes, but why? I mean, it's not a case of some wives he's hated for years. She's the second wife and much younger than he is and good looking. Yes, I suppose that could be. But why should the foreign girl want to eat her? You mean she thought she might have resented something that Mrs. Restorek said to her? She's quite an attractive little thing. I suppose Andrew might have taken a fancy to her. Nothing serious, of course, but it might have annoyed Mary, and then she might have pitched into the girl and... Out of the corner of her eye, Mrs. Oliver perceived Poirot signaling wildly to her. "Just a moment, darling," said Mrs. Oliver into the telephone. "It's the baker." Poirot looked affronted. "Hang on." She laid down the receiver, hurried across the room, and backed Poirot into the breakfast nook. "Yes," she demanded breathlessly. "A baker," said Poirot with scorn. "Me? Well, I had to think of something quickly. What were you signaling about? Did you understand what she—" Poirot cut her short. "You shall tell me presently. I know enough. What I want you to do is, with your rapid powers of improvisation, to arrange some plausible pretext for me to visit the restaurant. An old friend of yours shortly to be in the neighborhood. Perhaps you could say, 'Leave it to me. I'll think of something.' Shall you give a false name?" "Certainly not. Let us at least try to keep it simple." Mrs. Oliver nodded, hurried back to the abandoned telephone. "Now me? I can't remember what we were saying. Why does something always come to interrupt just when one had settled down to a nice gossip? I can't even remember now what I went you up for to begin with. Oh yes, that call, Thoreau's address. Norma, you gave me to me, but there was something else I wanted to. Oh, I remember. An old friend of mine, a most fascinating little man. Actually, I was talking about him the other day down there. Hercule Poirot, his name is. He's going to be staying quite close to the restaurant, and he's most tremendously anxious to meet old Sir Roderick. He knows a lot about him and has a terrific admiration for him and for some wonderful discovery of his in the war, or some scientific thing he did. Anyway, he's very anxious to call upon him and present his respects. That's how he put it. Will that be all right, do you think? Will you want them? Yes, he'll probably just turn up out of the blue, tell them to make him tell them some wonderful espionage stories. He... What? Oh, you're Mormons? Yes, of course you must go. Goodbye.